back at Wagner Field. Alex Wiederspiel and Ernie Galuski. A scoreless first inning from Morgantown as 3 up, 3 down for both sides. Top of the second, it's Mike DiStefano who will step in for Canisus, taking ball 1, swinging through on the next pitch. And we're even at 1.
Well, that's a good pitch from Bravo. A 1-0 changeup. He hasn't shown it yet in the game, and is able to get DiStefano way out in front.
Bravo, the New Mexico native. 5th year and a transfer at that. That one fouled back. 1-2 the count now for DiStefano. A lefty hitting .345 on the season and has appeared in all 8 of Canisus' games. Going to pop this one up, and it's heading towards foul territory. Left fielder trying to get under this one, and there's enough room for Braden Berry to get there and out number 1.
When Berry does a nice job there, the wind pushing it almost out of play, but instead of drifting to the ball, he got to the wall and worked his way back, or got close to the wall and was able to make that a very, very routine play, and another quick out here to lead off an inning for Bravo.
Vinny Chirenza, the designated hitter, will step in for the first time for the Golden Griffins. Bravo having a nice start to this one. Facing Chirenza for the first time through the order. And first pitch is low, ball 1. Chirenza hitting .161 on the season. And got a nice pop off that bat and fouls it off straight into the netting.
Yeah, and Chirenza a little bit surprised there, I think, with the velocity of Bravo. That one really got on him. A little bit of a half swing. He did find the barrel, but foul to the first base side.
Chirenza, take a ball there.
How about the crowd? Opening day, we have a really nice crowd here.
Great day for baseball. It's almost 60 degrees. This one is smoked right up the middle. Diving to get it was the second baseman for West Virginia. Couldn't get there, and off the bag, he's going to have to get back and save. Took too big of a turn. It was Kluska who missed it initially, and then a great throw from the center fielder, Scott, nearly caught Chirenza napping.
Yeah, and the Mountaineers, they're known for that. All the Big 12 teams know that Coach Mazey has implemented a culture here where they try to steal outs. You'll see back picks from catchers. You'll see outfielders throw behind runners on singles, throw the ball to first base and try to get a guy. I've never seen that one work, but that's probably as close as I've ever seen there.
Steal outs, steal bases. West Virginia pretty good at that as well. We'll talk more about their success on the base paths a little bit later. As the first pitch to Dylan Vincent misses for a ball. 1 out, 1 on for Canisus here, top of the second inning. And swinging through for Vincent, it's strike 1 for the right fielder. Comes in hitting .250 on the season. And thus far, no extra base hits. Get to a portion of the lineup where that's a little less common so far in this season. He's going to square up to bunt, and going up to get it is Bravo. Bravo going to look first base. Really nice throw through, and out number 2 as takes the easy play. And, you know, that one didn't look as easy as maybe it was for Bravo.
No, that's actually just a fabulous play by the pitcher, Bravo. A little bit surprising, right? The bunt with 1 out already in the inning. And he gets off the mound, is able to get there, barehanded, set his feet, and throw probably his best fastball of the day so far on to Hussey at first to record the second out.
Stepping to the plate now, Gibson Kremensky hitting .250. This is just his 5th appearance on the year. Generous lead on second right now for Chirenza.
Don't be surprised here if you don't see a pickoff. Mountaineers, like I said, love to try to steal outs.
Steps off the mound for just a moment. This is the first time we've seen Bravo pitching with a man on base. Top of the second here, and afternoon start at Wagner Field. Another season of Mountaineer baseball. They've won 5 of their first 7. Canisus comes in having split 8 evenly, 4-4 on the year thus far. Next pitch takes a little bit off that one. It misses.
He tried to go to the changeup again in a 1-0 count, but just missed off the inside part of the plate there.
2-0 the count to Kremensky. Bravo slowed things down just a little bit here. The Albuquerque native looks and wants the pickoff attempt in.
Yeah, I think it was a timing play there. I was almost ready to say you could tell Tucker was trying to bait the runner there at second base to expand that lead a little bit, but maybe they got crossed up because Bravo thought the pickoff was on and Tucker didn't end up going to the bag.
Scared Chirenza back to first. Bravo delivers and checks swing, and they say he went through. So that's a strike, first of this at bat.
Yeah, I think that's a good call by the home plate umpire. Robert Ritz right there. He definitely went through. You just wonder what he was thinking there. He check swung on a 2-0 changeup. And it wasn't even a strike, right? So what was he? I don't know. Maybe he was looking fastball. He was going to sell out and go all out on a fastball, and it ended up being a changeup. But a break there for the Mountaineers. Instead of running the count to 3 balls and no strikes, Bravo back in it with the 2-1 count.
The senior Bravo maybe playing a little bit of chess there.
Yes. He's going to be very important for the Mountaineers here in 2022. As you know, if you're going to be a regional type team and get an at-large bid, because we all know how hard it is to win the Big 12 and get that automatic bid, if you're going to be an at-large team, you really have to win your home games in the midweek. You have to win them all.
2-1 count here for Bravo on Kreminski. The delivery, and that one paints the inside part of the plate. Strike 2.
And again, Bravo just wearing out that inside part of the plate, using that angle against this lineup full of left-handed hitters today for Canisus.
2 out, 1 on. Count is even at 2 for Kreminski. Bravo with a strikeout already so far in this one. The delivery, inside part of the plate, tried to set it up, and the crowd wants it. They're not going to get it. Counts even, or excuse me, counts full.
Yeah, the crowd wanted it, the dugout wanted it, but I do think it was a good call. I think it was just off the plate, but what a great pitch there from Bravo. Pitch with purpose right there, and he just missed by an inch.
Oh, Kreminski does have some power for this bottom part of the lineup with 2 home runs. He has 40% of the bottom half of the lineup's extra base hits on the season. And he'll swing through the off-speed pitch. Struck him out. Turned his orbit around. We'll take a break. This is Mountaineer Baseball scoreless after 1.5. Head to the bottom of the second. You're listening to Mountaineer Baseball on U92, The Moose, and simulcast on the Big 12 now on ESPN+. Oh, wait. Back at Wagner Field, Alex Wiederspiel and Ernie Galuski. So Bravo gets into a little bit of trouble. We see a sacrifice bunt, but played it well. And despite giving up his first base runner of the game, gets out of it relatively smoothly. And we head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless.
Yeah, he made a couple of pitches there that were really, really good pitches to get that last out. He went with the fastball and just missed on the inside part of the plate, and then threw the 3-2 changeup to get the swinging miss to end the inning. So they always say the best pitch in baseball is a strike, right? It's not a fastball, changeup, or slider. It's a strike, and Zach Bravo's doing a great job right now just throwing strikes and filling up the zone.
So for West Virginia, we'll see Holbrook, Hussey, and Kluska due up the middle of the order. First pitch, this one off speed, hits the pitcher on the backside. Going to try and get to first, throw from the catcher. That one hits the base runner, and going to make the decision to head back to first. Holbrook thought about it as it got past the first baseman, and says he'll take it. What an odd play there all around, is that ball ricocheting, and we're going to have to maybe take a look at the pitcher as that one hit him right on the hip.
Yeah, and Holbrook just continuing to stay hot. Had a great weekend in Charlotte last weekend, kind of paced the Mountaineers offensively, and first pitch he sees here today hits a missile off the leg of Giuliano. Great play by the catcher for Canisus. Henneman to get out there and almost be able to complete the play. I think Holbrook probably beats it out, but the throw goes into his back. Did it actually hit Holbrook? Was it a tit for tat there? Did he hit the pitcher and then the catcher hit him?
I think it hit Holbrook while he was on his way.
Yeah.
And whether he would have been out or not if that ball is in time is a good question. But Giuliano hit right on the left hip. So that's concerning for a number of reasons. And you're right, it was an absolute missile.
Yeah, and like I said, Holbrook had a great weekend last week down in Charlotte. And, you know, trying to earn playing time in this Mountaineer lineup. He's DHing in the cleanup spot today, and if you hit, you're going to continue to be in the lineup without a doubt, and Holbrook is doing that right now.
So we're going to get some practice pitches here for Holbrook. That's going to be ruled a hit, and it looks like Giuliano ready to resume. Everybody's heading back. The trainer heading back, Matt Mazurek, the manager, heading back. Mazurek, a former Canisus ball player himself.
Grant Hussey comes to play for his first at-bat ever as a Mountaineer here at Wagner Field. Played a lot this summer for the West Virginia Black Bears, but first time in a Mountaineer uniform here in front of the home crowd.
Well, comes in sort of a tale of two worlds as he's hit 3 home runs and batted in 9, but hitting just 194 through his first 7 games.
Yeah, he had an awesome first weekend at the beach down at Coastal, and then struggled a little bit last weekend, but this guy has as much pop in his bat as anybody in college baseball.
Yeah, first career hit was or his first career game hit a grand slam against Central Michigan. So we know the power is in that bat.
And he's always been a high-profile kid, an in-state recruit out of Parkersburg South High School here in West Virginia, committed to West Virginia, I believe, his freshman year of high school.
That one had a little bit on it, and late signal there from the umpire. Then the throw back gets away. But the shortstop is there to chase that down, Kyle Cush. A little catcalling from the fans here.
It's just great to have fans in the ballpark. After 2020 and COVID last year at half capacity, this is a really nice crowd to start the season.
Next pitch low and away for ball 2.
One thing about Mountaineer baseball fans here at the ballpark, they're going to let you know they're here. They have a good time.
Good for Hussey to get ahead in the count. Has struck out 10 times so far this season and then gets a piece of this one into center field. This should drop for 1, and they are rounding the runner to third. And then the throw over the head of the second baseman. So sliding into second base on the errant throw will be Hussey, who will be rewarded with a single and then gets to second on what should likely be an error.
Yeah, and just great base running there for West Virginia. Nice job by Hussey. Not his best swing, but he kind of took what the pitcher gave him. Didn't try to do too much. Flips it over the shortstop's head for a base hit. Holbrook reads it immediately that's going to drop. And Holbrook, not a guy that runs great, goes first to third. So the center fielder, DeStefano, has to make a choice to throw it into second base to try to keep the double play in order, but instead sails the middle infielder, and the ball ends up around the pitcher's mound. And with Giuliano backing up third, there was nobody there. Hussey recognizes it immediately and is able to get himself into scoring position. And the Mountaineers here in the second have a great opportunity to score.
Mikey Kluska steps to the plate. Will take strike 1. Kluska comes in after with a great start to his season, 2 of 5 with 2 doubles and 3 runs batted in against Central Michigan. But the numbers haven't held quite since then for Kluska, who's hitting 160 coming into this. Want to get those bats moving for this part of the lineup. Great opportunity here with nobody on first, 2 runners on second and third. Hussey on second, Holbrook on third, no outs, and West Virginia threatening their first runs of the day. Counts even at 1. Inning started with Holbrook hitting a frozen rope right off of Giuliano. And this one taking all the way into left field, and that'll bounce right in front. Should drive 1 in, is going to drive a second in sliding. That one hits the batter, I believe, hits the runner. on the mound. Either way, catcher couldn't handle it cleanly. It was Trevor Henneman, and that's a 2 RBI single for Kluska.
Another nice piece of hitting there for Kluska. Got a pitch that was a little bit elevated. Was able to line it into left field. A really risky call there by Coach Steve Sabins at third, sending Hussey here with 1 out, but it ends up working out. Not a great throwing arm from Strong in left field. Hussey able to beat the throw at home plate. Kluska able to move up to second and get himself into scoring position on the throw. So Mountaineers strike here in the second inning.
Junior catcher Dane Leonard comes to the plate, switch hitter for West Virginia. Great situation for him. Now playing with a lead, 2-0 West Virginia. Man on second base, it's Kluska. First pitch, a little high, takes it for ball 1. Leonard really hitting the ball well to start. 471 on the season. Not much in the extra base department, but 1 double to his credit and hitting the ball relatively well so far. The delivery from Giuliano, that one a bit outside. And Ernie, if you're Giuliano, obviously you took one off the hip pretty good earlier in the inning. Is that playing any impact here, or just got into a tough situation where you let the first guy on?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of pain, a little bit of frustration, right, too, with the throwing error in center field that was able to move Hussey up to second base, and things not going his way here in the inning.
2-0 the count. He'll get a strike in there. Needed that one. 2-1 now. You know, that first thought, you just want to get that first out when you're dealing with a situation like this, as West Virginia has opened things up a little bit here in the bottom half of the second inning, leading 2-0. Oh, takes something off that one. Little movement as well, but it does not find the strike zone. So now 3-1 the count for Leonard.
2-1 breaking ball there. Doesn't have a bunch of confidence in the fastball right now, it looks like. We'll see what he comes with here in a 3-1 count.
Giuliano from the stretch. Delivers, and this one will be fouled off down out of play, out past right field.
He did come with the fastball, but a good fastball. Placed down in the zone. Leonard not able to turn it around. Good swing at it, but fouls it off down the right field line.
Opposite way there for Leonard, who has noted a switch hitter in this West Virginia lineup. The only switch hitter in this West Virginia lineup. The delivery, and he's going to hit this one into center field, straight at the center fielder, who's going to have to get it and can't scoop it. That was DiStefano. They're going to send the runner, who hesitated a little bit, play at the plate, in there in time, then trying to get to second base, and that, trying to stretch the single, will be the out. First out of the inning as Dane Leonard tried to stretch the single after the play at the plate. Couldn't get there.
Boy, kind of a goofy play there. I don't know if you saw. Kluska was off on the play trying to steal third base with nobody out here in the inning. The line drive to center field starts in the glove of DiStefano. Kluska thought he was going to have to get back to second base. He started running through the middle of the infield back to second base, saw that the ball was dropped, and decided at that point that he needed to turn around, do a 360, look at his third base coach, go home, and he's able to barely get in there and beat the throw.
And it was a hard hit ball. It looks like it's being ruled a hit, as squaring around to bunt is Braden Berry. Berry went through for strike 1. And certainly not an easy play to make there for DiStefano, but yeah, real oddball play. A lot of things happening there that if you're not paying close enough attention, all of a sudden you don't realize the play that occurred.
Yeah, if you're going to watch a replay from this game tonight, watch that one. Watch Kluska do his little pirouette there around third base.
3-0 the count. Or excuse me, 3-0 the score. The count's 1-1.
Mountaineers doing a good job here early, though, taking advantage of mistakes.
Barry's going to pop this one foul, well out of play. 1-2 the count. 1 out. Bases are now empty, though, so everybody's back in the dugout for West Virginia, except the third and first base coaches. One and two for West Virginia's Braden Berry. And that one low and in the dirt, 2-2, 1 out. That lone out just coming on the Leonard attempt to stretch that into 2 after the RBI single. Stretch and the delivery. That one well up there, and good job by Henneman to get up and find that. Don't think that was the intention. Counts full.
Yeah, I'm starting to think you were right. I think Giuliano's kind of lost it here in the second inning after the line drive to the hip. I mean, he's faced 4 Mountaineer hitters so far in the inning, and all 4 have singled.
And they'll send Barry to first on the walk, and not just that they've singled, really connecting on some of these balls.
Yeah, they're finding the barrel of the bat, and that's now 5 hitters in the inning for the Mountaineers, and Giuliano hasn't retired any of them.
You know, I'm going back to my scorecard, and I'm thinking, what would we call the throw out at second? Was that an 8-2-4 throw out?
I think it was an 8-2-4 throw.
8-2-4.
Yes. Yep. And you know, Leonard tries to take a chance there, and that's, like I said, that's Randy Mazey baseball there. He wants these guys to be aggressive on the bases. It's worked really well for him in his career at West Virginia. And you know, guys aren't going to get in trouble for making outs on the bases because they love to put pressure on the defense.
Yeah, it's worked quite well for West Virginia this season as Tevin Tucker steps to the plate. It's like he was going to bunt, winds up taking strike 1. He's 5 of 5 on stolen bases this season, and checking back on Barry, who somewhat of a threat, 2 of 3 on the season.
Yeah, at some points Braden Barry's trying to steal second base. You can count on that. He's going to try to pick a pitch here and try to steal the bag.
Thought about it, decides doesn't like that, and it's high and a ball.
Or don't be surprised if you don't see a hit and run as well. West Virginia, a team that loves to steal bases, loves to hit and run.
Tucker comes in hitting 111 in 18 plate appearances, and there he goes, and a good job by the pitcher sliding into second base, and a 1-3-6 throw out as Barry tried to steal second and didn't get his third of the year.
Giuliano still hasn't retired a Mountaineer hitter, but now we have 2 outs in the inning for the Mountaineers.
Hey, you take him how you can get him, I guess.
Absolutely. And again, this is Mountaineer baseball. I mean, they win a lot of games by being aggressive on the bases.
So here's Tucker, bottom of the order for West Virginia. He'll take a strike there, 1-2. A reminder that this is Mountaineer baseball. We're simulcasting today on Unedited The Moose, the college radio station of West Virginia University, and on the Big 12 now on ESPN Plus, as that pitch a little bit low and inside, 2-2.
I mean, great to see Tevin Tucker back in this Mountaineer lineup. Missed all of 2021 with the foot injury. He's a guy as a freshman on the regional team was a game changer defensively.
2-2, tied for the lead in walks, and I think that one might have grazed him. He's heading down to first.
I think he's just trying to steal a walk. I think they're going to bring him back, but you have to respect the try. Why not try, right?
You're absolutely right. As the home plate umpire, Robert writes, if you can sense sarcasm in a hand signal, puts up a 3-2 count.
Hey, it's still early in the season. We're all a little bit rusty, including you and I. And why not? Why not take that chance? You know, you might get him to think, well, maybe it was ball 4, and I just won't say anything unless they say something. But no, he was pretty quick on it. He caught it.
Sir, the scoreboard's wrong. That was ball 4. I don't know what you're talking about. So we'll try this again for Tucker, and that time it will be ball 4. And he's double checking with the umpire just in case, and he'll head on down to first. Yeah, what's the saying in football? They say it's preseason for everybody. That's kind of how opening day is.
Yeah, but you have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, Tucker draws the walk, now leads the team with 7 so far this season, and it brings the top of the lineup back up for West Virginia.
And you just wonder how many pitches it's going to take for Tevin Tucker to take off and try to steal second base, and how many pickoffs to first that we may see in that process.
Yeah, he's been perfect so far on the season, 5 of 5 doing that. And Davis can hit this one straight at the shortstop, Kyle Cush. Cush will flip this over to second base, and that is the final out of the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits and an error. West Virginia leading Canisus after 2. It's 3-0. This is Mountaineer Baseball on Unedited The Moose. Simulcast on the Big 12 now on ESPN Plus.